Hey, what's up guys? This is Ryu. So today we're going to be talking about basically what exactly multiverse level means and why, indeed, any of the powerful characters from Dragon Ball Super, such as current Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, Jiren, any God of Destruction, etc., are all multiverse level in terms of power. So yeah, I'm going to get right into it. First, we'll explain basically what multiverse level is. Now, to understand this, we have to go down a little bit in terms of the tiers and first understand the lower tiers. The first thing we're going to start out with is universe level. So baseline universe level basically means the character is capable of completely destroying all matter in the universe. So any planets, stars, even meteorites just sitting around the universe, they can just destroy it all with one attack. This is baseline universe level. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory right there. I think everyone can get that. So this next one we're going to talk about is Universe Plus level. Now this is above baseline universe level, and basically what you need to see here is you need to see a character capable of destroying the entire space-time continuum of said universe, or an equivalent space-time to the size of a universe. Now this would be like destroying the entire timeline of something, or, you know, again, if you have a dimension that's stated to be the size of a universe or bigger. So you basically have to destroy all the matter as well as the time-space of this area. Now this leads into the next one, which is low multiverse level. Now this used to be called by some people multi-universal, but that's really a misnomer because, of course, universe means all-encompassing as one thing. So if you're going to be calling it multiple universes, you should be calling it a multiverse. So low multiverse level is basically meaning you're capable of destroying at least 2 universe-sized space-time continuums, all the way up to 1,000 universal space-time continuums in one attack. Now this is pretty impressive, of course. If you're capable of doing this, you're getting into a legitimate multiversal character here. One thing that should be noted is that going from Universe Plus level to low multiverse level is a significant jump. We can't exactly quantify how much it takes to cross between 2 space-time continuums and simultaneously destroy them, so you can't assume that a character who is Universe Plus level is automatically low multiverse level just because they get a 2 times multiplier to strength. So that's something worth noting, just because, you know, that gap of going from one to another has to actually be demonstrated, since it's not quantifiable exactly how much more energy it takes to do that. So you're going to need a legitimate feat of them destroying at least 2 space-time continuums at the same time to reach this level. Or obviously if it's stated they can. And then we get into multiverse level. This is, you know, the legitimate big time of the multiversal characters. This is where you see most of them at. This is where most multiverses are assumed to stand in terms of size and such, unless otherwise stated. This is basically meaning the character is capable of destroying 1001 universal space-time continuums simultaneously, up to any finite number. So a billion, a trillion, a centillion, it doesn't matter. Any finite number past 1000 is basically going to yield multiverse level. The next level that you should obviously know about is Multiverse Plus, and when I state this, I'm referring to someone who can destroy an infinite number of universal space-time continuums in one attack. Now, this has to be legitimate infinite, has to be literally infinite. It can't be just, oh, it might be infinite, or something that might mean infinite, but we're not sure. It has to be proven to be infinite, like stated, literally infinite or not finite. So this would be Multiverse Plus level. So now that we gotten that out of the way and we understand exactly what these levels mean, let's get into exactly where the Dragon Ball Super cast stand in these levels. So the first big feat we see in Dragon Ball Super actually happens in the Battle of Gods arc. This is when Goku and Beerus are fighting and Goku achieves Super Saiyan God. We see when their fists clash and they start fighting with each other that these shockwaves appear, and these shockwaves that they're creating with their power are threatening the entire Universe 7 macrocosm. Now when I say the macrocosm, I've gone into more detail on this in some of my other videos previously, but basically what this means is the living universe, which is like our own universe, plus the other realms within the Universe 7, set of things. Basically what it has is Otherworld, which is heaven, which is also the same size as the universe, as well as hell, which looks to be a similar size again. There's some other ones too, some different Kaioshin planets. There's Snakeway, there's the Kaioshin realm, which actually circles outside of these things. The Demon realm is underneath, etc., etc. So basically, their attacks were threatening the entire Universe 7 macrocosm. Now, the Universe 7 macrocosm is obviously a low multiversal sized structure. This is because alone, the single living universe is obviously the size of a universe, and it's stated to be its own space. And then when you look at Otherworld, it's also stated again to be a separate space that normally you cannot get to without teleportation. As well, it's also been stated that it runs on a separate time, a different type of time. The time flows differently. So basically we know here that it has separate time spaces. We actually see it again in places like the hyperbolic time chamber as well, which is a separate time space. So we know there's multiple separate space-time continuums within the Universe 7 macrocosm, and multiple ones of these are directly stated, such as Otherworld's heaven, to be the size of the universe. So we can conclusively say that the Universe 7 macrocosm is a low multiversal size structure. And Goku and Beerus' attacks were going to destroy this. Now this is where we get into a little bit of a debate. Some people would say they were only going to destroy all the matter in these areas. Fair enough, if you want to lowball them, you want to say, okay, maybe that's the case. Maybe it wasn't going to destroy the space-time continuum of this macrocosm, maybe just the matter. Alright, you could go with that. However, we've gotten a lot of proof now that this is not the case, and that Goku is fully capable of destroying space-time continuums as well. One piece of evidence here is that the attacks actually cross space and time to reach Otherworld and Kaioshin Realm. Now this here proves that these attacks have the range to reach across space-time continuums and the power to affect multiple space-time continuums simultaneously. This points directly to the idea that you can destroy the space-time continuums if you have the range and the power to affect multiple space-time continuums simultaneously. But if we want some more proof that he can destroy space-time continuums, Goku destroys Hit's space when they fight. Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue, he destroys Hit's new technique, which is basically creating a separate space-time continuum out of the universe's own space-time continuums that he skips. When Hit skips time, it skips the entire universe, possibly the entire timeline, with all the universe's times. And when he does this, he basically stores it and he uses that to create his own space. Goku destroys this, showing again directly that he can destroy space-time continuums. Another piece of proof, Vegeta in his base form destroys the hyperbolic time chamber from the inside by powering up. This is not simply destroying the building inside to escape, because we know when this happens, all that does is trap you inside, as seen with Gotenks and Piccolo. This is legitimately destroying the space-time continuum to escape to a new one. So we see again, they can destroy space-time continuums. And then another piece of proof, if this isn't enough yet, is that Zamasu fuses with the entire universe and the entire future that Trunks has, which is multiple macrocosms, and then he even starts to fuse with other timelines because it's stated that Beerus and Whis can feel his presence affecting the current timeline. So he becomes a true 4D being, easily low multiverse in terms of his size, and he's going beyond that still. Yet, he's considered to be inferior in power to a suppressed Jiren. It's stated directly that Jiren's the strongest that Goku and Vegeta have ever fought. And basically after it's stated there, Goku and Vegeta towards the end of the Tournament of Power are capable of actually keeping up with Jiren and hurting him when they're fighting together, in his suppressed state at least. And then we even see, if you want to argue that Ultra Instinct gave Goku some insane boost, and for some reason Vegeta's Super Saiyan Blue Evolution did the same thing, that 17 and Frieza can hurt a fatigued Jiren, showing clearly that all of these Super Saiyan Blue level fighters in the Tournament of Power are easily at or above Infinite Zamasu's level, since they can at least do some damage to Jiren while he's suppressed or while he's fatigued. So basically, with all this said, this shows ample proof that Goku is fully capable of destroying space-time continuums. He has done it, other characters have done it. He scales to full 4-dimensional beings like Zamasu, and he does all of this while in his regular Super Saiyan Blue states, not in Ultra Instinct. So there is 100% proof, multiple times from multiple characters, that Goku can destroy the space-time continuum, and there is no reason to believe that his attacks in the Battle of Gods arc were not capable of destroying the entire universe like was stated, including the space-time continuum. So this leaves Goku during the Battle of Gods arc as low multiverse level, period. Just nothing else to it. Anyone says anything else is simply wrong at this point. So now where does this leave Goku currently? If he is low multiversal during the Battle of Gods arc, we'll say this as, at his peak during Super Saiyan God, and basically after he winds up finishing the fight and he surpasses his Super Saiyan God powers in his base form when he absorbs the God Essence, we see him destroy an energy blast that was created by Beerus, matching Goku's own energy that was already stronger than his Super Saiyan God energy. Basically, this shows that Goku has surpassed the Super Saiyan God levels, so we can easily say that Goku, after the Battle of Gods arc in his base form, is low multiversal due to this fact. So going forward with that, you can do some very basic math to figure out that Goku is multiverse level. The reasoning behind this is we can apply just super low-balled official multipliers from the Daisenshu. We can use Super Saiyan 3 multiplier, which is a 400 times multiplier from the Daisenshu. And we can use the Kaioken times 20, which is a stated multiplier that he has in the actual anime. We can downplay the Universe 7 Macrocosm size and say it's just 2 times the size of the regular universe. And then when we multiply these things together, we can simply do Super Saiyan 3 multiplier, and then the Kaioken multiplier, and then 2 times that, which is going to equal out to 16,000 times Universal Plus. And then this is also scaling off of a low multiversal feat, so it's already factoring in the distance between, or whatever power it takes to get between the two universes and affect them simultaneously, so that's non-issue here. This is also ignoring Super Saiyan God Edition, Super Saiyan Blue Edition, Ultra Instinct Edition to his powers, his training, his Zenkais, and the multiple limit breaks that he got during the Tournament of Power. So we have him winding up here being able to destroy easily, tens of thousands of universes, giving him a super low ball. Realistically, he's way above that, but it's already gotten him well above the 1001 universes he needs to qualify to be multiverse level. So it's clear here, Goku is multiverse level by even the low ball scaling. He's obviously low multiverse level in base, and this is just the facts. So, yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell button to keep notified. I always appreciate it when you guys do.